Hi, everybody, and welcome to your Wisdom Wednesdays for today. I am Patrina Wisdom, your Fresh Start Specialist and Authentic Living and Leadership Coach. And once again, I'm just thrilled to be here with you. It's been an absolutely phenomenal week for me at eWomen Conference, where I was one of their premier success coaches for the very first time this year. It was very exciting. Did 27 total coaching sessions, individual laser coaching sessions, met some amazing women, and just, really, it was just transformational for me in the sense that I've not done back-to-back appointments in that way for 3 days straight of just serving, serving, serving. And, the more you serve, the more that you're working in your purpose and in your, in your shine, in your power, the more that you learn about yourself and the more that you learn about how you affect other people. So I just want to thank every single one of you who came into my booth, who chose me over 20 premier success coaches at eWomen to come into my booth and share your time and space with me. It means so much. And I just really enjoyed connecting with you ladies, and those of you who stepped up and said, I want to work with you one-on-one, individually. I just feel so blessed, so honored, and I've learned so much. So thank you to Sandra and Kim Yancey, who hosted the eWomen Conference, and every single person that I came in contact with. Literally, I served for 3 days, and I spent the last day attending workshops. And in that one day, my cup was not only filled, but it was overflowing. So just phenomenal week. With that said, I took yesterday when I got back to just relax and take care of myself and reflect, and so I'm back. I am back, and I'm so excited to be here. By the way, I want to thank Heidi and Sandra D. Robinson for commenting on the lighting of my last video. They said that we needed more lighting because you couldn't see my beautiful face. So here it is. Hope you enjoy it. Hope that this lighting is better, and I really appreciate feedback. Anytime when you say it, I listen, and here it is. So let's jump into our Wisdom Wednesdays for today, Awakening Flow. All right, so let's jump into our first powerful tip for awakening. The first tip is it's all part of the plan. Everything that happens in our lives is meant to teach us something. The faster you get the lesson, the smoother your ride will be. See, the thing that people don't understand is we expect for everything to just run smoothly, according to plan, and like we've got it all figured out. But the truth is, and brace yourself, it's not always your plan, right? We live in a much bigger space. We're just a little pinnacle on the map of something so enormous. And really, we're just a character in God's play, right? So we don't always know the plan. And I'll tell you from experience, many times when I think I've got it figured out, I know what I'm going to do, I've got my plan, right? God's plan is always better than mine. It always works out better. So you just need to know that whatever it is you're experiencing in your life is preparing you for where you're going. And that's part of being in flow. It's part of trusting. It's part of knowing that you have such a greater purpose here on this earth that even you don't know, because you have to grow into the role. And every experience, every situation is preparing you and teaching you how to be in that role. So just flow through it. Learn, stretch, grow, and allow yourself not to know everything. Tip number 2 for today is stop thinking and start doing. We often get stuck thinking about what we're gonna do instead of actually getting into action. So analyzing a situation, it's just not enough. I hate to break it to you, but it's just not enough. You have to get out there and try. You may not always hit the mark for the first time that you go out and try something, but eventually you're gonna succeed. The magic is in the doing, not the thinking, not the preparing, not the emailing, right? We're always so busy being busy with all of these things that, yes, they're necessary to be done in our businesses or in our lives, but they're not pushing us forward to our goals. So we really need to make sure that we're focusing, laser focusing, and participating in the activities that are that we're in our power, in our purpose, in the role that only we can do. Probably 80% of the time we need to be spending in that space. So get into action. Get off the start line, right? Move forward. Fail forward. We've all heard that, fail forward. Every time you make a mistake, you learn, but you're moving closer to the goal. You're moving closer to the knowing that you need in order to fully embody who it is that you're meant to be, or where it is that you're going for what it is that you want to do. So remember, get off the start line, get into action. That's where the magic is, and that's where the transformation happens. Sweet spot. And our last powerful tip for today is make a decision. The biggest challenge that most people have is that they just aren't willing to make a decision. They're not willing to take a risk. And they don't realize that making no decision is a decision. It's a decision to stay stuck. So, anytime you're faced with a decision of any kind, you may not know the answer. Go within, listen to your spirit, listen to your heart. Do what comes first. Whatever the first thought is, go with that. It's usually the right one. And eventually you'll start to trust yourself more. The more that you listen to your spirit, the more you listen to the guidance that you're receiving and act upon it, the more that you're going to build slowly, brick by brick, your self-esteem, your confidence, and just know that you are capable of making great decisions. And the more that you try new things, the more that you realize that it's not so bad when you fail, because all you have to do is get back up, brush yourself off, and keep her flowing. Awakening flow. That's what I do. That's how I've come through so many different challenges and traumas. And the only way you can do it is to flow like water and just move through things as if they just fall right off of you, because that's the way we're meant to live. We're meant to flow to our happiness, not to be getting stuck behind all these stinking rocks, right? So shake it off. Live in joy, live in peace, live in gratitude. Be in the life now that you could only dream about before, right? Own it, claim it, take a stand for heaven right here on earth right now, and learn to flow. Well, okay, I hope that you enjoyed our Wisdom Wednesdays for today. That wraps up our time on this segment, but I will be back here same place, same time, same channel next Wednesday for your Wisdom Wednesdays. And I want to encourage everyone out there, if you enjoy this Wisdom Wednesdays, please send feedback, coaching@patrinawisdom.com. Please visit my website, patrinawisdom.com. Go to the right-hand corner and subscribe to my mailing list. You'll get not only this Wisdom Wednesday in your email box every week, but you'll also get special promotions, events, pretty much anything I'm doing. Stay updated on that. Speaking engagements. Also, for those of you who watch this regularly, I'm not just a YouTube video girl. I am a coach. I am a speaker. I would love to support you in this journey. The things that I bring to you are awarenesses that I learned from my own life, and also through speaking with my clients and working with my clients. So these are things that I've identified as things that need to really be spoken more about. And so that's why I share them here on this Wisdom Wednesdays. But if you really want to get the one-on-one support, set up a strategy session with me. Go to my website, visit the coaching tab. There's a space there for you to click through and schedule a strategy session with me. It's absolutely free. Let's talk about what's going on in your life and see what it is that needs to be done in order for you to move through that, and how I can support you in that. That's why I'm here, Patrina Wisdom. Love to get in front of as many people as I can with my message of sacred self-care and authenticity. I believe that we all are the foundations of our lives, and that if we're not quite right, then our life is not quite right. And so we need to be solid in who we are and what we want, so that we can create this life of magnificence that just feeds us and gives us more fulfillment and better relationships and just more happiness. And with that said, connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on Twitter, all of the other social media outlets as Patrina Wisdom or Patrina McDonald. And I will see you next week.